So, if you guys know me by now, you'll know that I'm known for my bad one-liners and even worse intros. So, I see our old friend AJ is back. Give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
I was worried last time he didn't come because I was under the impression that Elon Musk bought the club and fired him. And today's special, my sister's here watching me. Give her a round of applause. I'm glad you guys applauded her because she gave a TED Talk 4 years ago, and now that you applauded, she still thinks she's relevant. Guys, I normally don't talk politics, so I'm not the most controversial thing I've ever said. Seriously, this might get me canceled, so I trust you guys. These midterms were weird. And the craziest part is that they're not done. Obviously, you guys know there's going to be a runoff election in Georgia, all because the Georgia Republicans want to put Herschel Walker in Washington. I feel like the main reason they want to do it is so they can look Joe Biden in the eye and say, ha, who's the one with cognitive decline now? Hey, love him or hate him, you got to admit, Joe Biden is the Jack Sparrow of politics. He is literally stumbling around and forgetting people's names, but somehow no one can never defeat him. Seriously, not Barbosa, not Davy Jones, not even Amber Heard. In other news, let's just say other news, Lauren Boebert got reelected. The irony is her campaign slogan was pro-Constitution and pro-freedom. Says a lady who forgot that separation of church and state is in the Constitution. Yeah. I said way too much. I feel like this is the point where one of you is about to throw beer at me. And the crazy part is, unlike Ariel Elias, I won't be able to drink it. I'm a Hindu and my parents are right here. But I will say this though. I will say this. I actually forgot what I was about to say. I'm an objective person, and I honestly don't like talking politics, but here's the thing. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of all those conservatives who constantly brag about moving to red states, only to question why swing states turn blue. Really? Can't even think of one reason? All right, guys, can I be honest? I was actually more worried about Halloween than the midterms. Because once you get to my age, you don't know if it's appropriate to wear a costume anymore. When you're in school, you can wear a costume to class, but once you start working, what are you supposed to do? Wear a costume to your cubicle? This is a true story. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I dressed up as the Undertaker, and I wore that costume in my seat while working from home. So, I want to give a shout out to my mom for being probably the most supportive person in the world. I know how supportive my mom is because she went trick-or-treating with me until we both agreed I was too old, age 16. I feel like once you get to my age, you can do one of two things. You can either hand candy out to the kids who walk to your door, or you can just leave one of those bowls that just says, just take one. I actually went to a Zoom open mic on Halloween week where we all wore our costumes once again, and this other comic looked at me and said, hey, Pranav, you're never too old to go clubbing in a costume. Here's how naive I was. I thought go clubbing in a costume meant that you were supposed to show up to live-action roleplay while dressed as cavemen. And I forgot to Here's the thing. I'm going to wrap up with this. I'm 100% pro-group costume, but if you're going to do it, can you at least wear something that people will recognize when you're not with your group? And a direct message to my sister. I get that you and your friends wanted to go as the sauces from Taco Bell, but next time, wear a sign on your red shirt that says fire. All right, guys, thank you guys so much. I'm Pranav.